Hello everyone, I'm Mr.Jordwell and welcome back to Technobabylon. We're now on the Suicide City chapter. Let's begin right in. Sorry for our last episode, by the way, for the lack of my face.
Yeah?
Mindjacker case.
I've lost count of the number of times the mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
The guy didn't got caught this time. What make you think you're except that you have the main character syndrome. What makes you think you're gonna have?
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Then again, I think there's too much mumbo jumbo unexplained, but it's a good game. I won't complain too much.
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
I know, it seems pretty shady to me too. I mean, if it's... I imagine that Central is the machine that they were referencing in last episode to, like, it can predict crimes. So yeah, even if, like, the computer don't want to tell why, I mean, there's nothing to hide if it's only, like, mathematical logics and all that stuff.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware, mostly. Wouldn't be grown here. Probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker. Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines, when really they're just bits of proteins in macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks, just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing, that's my field.
They should have put the wetware question before the prison of consciousness. Last chapter. Okay.
Let me know if you find it.
We'll do reach.
I want to do some stuff. Just
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
Well, you're a freaking cop.
Hey, serve it.
Animus must be one of those places that doesn't keep staff working.
Oh, okay, now I get it. That would be still gonna
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Like this. Let's call Central.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Yes.
Status report, Central.
All operations within centralized emergency logistics nominal. Anti-civil activity index within tolerance at .004. Weather forecast, dry. Highs of 12 Celsius. UV index of 8.
Less general. Updates on the case?
Data, Dr. Regis.
Okay, thanks. What do we know about
Biotech firm, manufacturer of computational wetware and other biomechanical products. First publicly traded stock in August 2044. Currently sitting board members include...
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. Why do we think the mine jack...
The projection has been based upon previous targets. Using a Markov German distribution map, outlying variables can be...
Statistics aren't really my thing, Central.
You would have been unsatisfied with... It's beyond your comprehension.
I guess you're right.
I like that computer now.
What's your take on the case, Central?
An individual of unknown origin is prosecuting a global series of attacks. These involve the removal of data from the minds of victims. Invariably, the speed of the process has had a deleterious and fatal effect.
Yes, those are the facts. But what's your opinion on the matter?
All we have are facts, Dr. Regis. These must be analyzed in order to apprehend those responsible.
And that is why AIs would make lousy detectives.
Cell retains an investigative corps of specialists such as yourself, Dr. Regis. Your role is in no danger, you can be assured.
I never said I thought it was.
Though you may not be neurally linked, and I am unable to directly access your mental activity, a lot can be learned about an individual's thoughts by observation.
Did he just ask opinion? He asked the opinion of a computer. It's like asking your toaster to feel.
You don't usually make predictions on high-level cases like this, Central. What's different about this one?
Limited progress was being made through conventional investigation. To expedite the investigation, I was tasked to provide more direct oversight.
Hey, are you saying we can't do our jobs right by ourselves?
Yeah.
I am a civic coordination AI, Dr. Regis, with responsibility for 9.4 million inhabitants. Lander of colleagues would produce no gains for the city.
Oh, yeah.
A fact which, on occasion, I would hope you would pay more attention to.
Regis out.
Okay. It's Blackwell. Okay, sorry. Okay, that doesn't help me at all.
Hey,
Yeah? You don't like...
it's not...
Admit it, kind of like...
I just don't...
You need... It's not...
Sorry if I skipped that.
Let me know
but,
if you find...
We'll do Regis.
I need to open.
What the hell?
People, this is why I like these games so much. All the widget game. It's always something like that when you're a kid.
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
No, it totally was. He was, you see, he was mopping the roof. Of course it wasn't an accident. Why would it be an accident?
Looks like we'll just have to help our... It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was.
So you drop from level 26. That's less and less of an accident. That's pretty clear. So this is where you dropped.
Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
No
The
shit.
attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
To the roof time. First,
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if
The attack was recent.
the mindjacker didn't want any
He
wit.
probably didn't mean to send him out the window either.
why? The roof. There's a time and place for the trends, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management asked me to keep the roof access locked unless it's an emergency. FYI, transcribing do not count as an emergency, Avery. You're great at your job, but you need help. Yeah, sure. Please be aware that tomorrow midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicate Why am I reading about his kin? Whatever. Biometrics.
His ID badge says he's an HR.
If the mindjacker...
Have Central run his.
Okay. No, what was that? Let's go to the office. Oh. Let's go to the door clearly labeled with the stairs.
That keypad's probably got something to do with it.
Oh, okay. Now I have to read. Sorry, people, for that. That's gonna be tedious. Roy.
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
We're on the trail of a dangerous felon. He's killed dozens before, and without your help, he's going to escape.
Oh God. What's happened?
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
Do you want Cell agents bringing you in as well? All this stalling, I might think you're working with the killer.
No, I'm not saying anything. Take it up with my lawyer.
Great. Now he grows a spine.
Oh. Cyberpunk cops call you and say, "Hey, we might catch a lawyer, and we might catch a criminal. Give us the code." Sorry, mate. I can't. Of course you can.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lau?
Don't worry. I think I get where you're coming from.
And who says brute force never solves anything?
You could
Not
have
me,
done
that's
that
for sure.
all along. Really?
Come on, we've all...
Oh, you're the one.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents! Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at cell agents.
Cell doesn't appreciate people shooting at its agents.
If you cut it out, maybe we'll put in a good word for you.
The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
He's
What?
very, He just pulled off a James Bond.
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Belcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Don't they have choppers for that, or aerostat, whatever that is?
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
No.
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so.
They saw it with their
Something's
eyes.
going on here.
Crazy computer? Something's going on. I don't know. That looks very ominous. San Diego, SRF, Van der Val. Okay. Okay, holidays in orbit.
Trying to tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war.
Maybe it is.
Hey, Lau,
Yeah?
got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
Got to be enticing to the guy.
Let me know if...
We'll do Reed.
Okay.
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted my... Okay, doesn't take email on this device. They are in the cyberpunk setting. They don't have cell phones capable while having internet on. What kind of cops are they? No, no, no. Because I gotta read, but I'm gonna do it fast. I can just leave. Sorry for that.
Hey kid, you alright? They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. Hey kid, you alright?
There's something I can give the poor sod. Well, let's go search a bit. I thought it was confined to that. Ah, crap. I'm playing in window mode, so I kinda hitting other icons in the background. Really frustrating. I would have picked the one with the dead guy on the floor, but hey! Fulcrum Tower.
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past. Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Oh, his wife.
Viksha Regis, beloved.
His wife.
Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a gen engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it. You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking. You put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I always love that cliche.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Of course, can help her. She can help her. I mean, sorry.
You are alone, as requested.
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Bingo.
Excuse me?
Sorry. Your stomach lurched as you recognize the image. You know them. You've seen them before. But you hadn't remembered them by number. Whoever is calling you as for embryo container, your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Victor Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
What if I refuse? I know it was gonna...
I'll get you that memory module.
A wise decision, Dr. Regis. I know full well just how much you're prepared to do for these embryos.
Oh, that's sly. A conflict brews in your mind and your heart. Giving it to the black male like this would be an antithesis of everything you can stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of your legacy that you've worked so many years to maintain. It's your freaking kids. Soon to be kids. Your legacy, come on.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Yeah, sure. It's your child, come on. I have to
So,
go to...
despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin. Evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Is it just me or there's something wrong with Central? Maybe it's me, but... Oh, sadly I have to go away here. Really sadly, especially for me. I love that game. Even though I didn't do much, I love that game. I adored it. But I have to get away here, so I'll see you next time. Same channel, same gentleman. See ya, good people.